Okay, welcome back, guys. After a little bit of a break, because I was dealing with a little bit of a slump and I wanted to focus on my game, we're back here at week 9. This is a position round. And overall, just kind of a brief preview. This week was okay. Recording on the iPhone, just testing different video formats. But we start off this week with a guy almost falling on the left lane, and we come out with a strike. A little bit wider angle here, but one thing that I focused on over the last 3 or 4 weeks, as if you've been watching any of the other previous videos, is I've been wanting to tighten up my angles. So now I'm playing 25-15, which is kind of my sweet spot. And as you can see, these shots are hitting the pocket really good. We're not overhooking, we're not missing. And I was able to play this line pretty much all night. We were getting decent pin carry. That was just an unfortunate 4 pin. And it could have been a split, which is why you saw me like do the safe sign. It could have most definitely been a split, but we focus on keeping clean frames. Want to reiterate, we do strikes for flash, spares for cash, right? So we got to focus on making clean frames. Shank that one a little bit, goes a little high. We leave the 3-6-10. Um, I wanted to push this one out a little bit farther, but we ended up getting the spare, thankfully, and we keep the frames clean. Here, we make sure we hit our mark. Goes out a little wide. We take it to about like the 3 or 4 board, and comes back very nicely, hits the pocket nice and strong. Here, we make sure we kind of do the same thing. We make sure we hit our mark, rolled right over 15, and I mean, you can't argue with the results. Since tightening up our angles, we've left less just high percentage spares, or excuse me, high percentage splits like this. This is one of those instances where we just get the maximum penalty, and that's what we've been trying to reduce lately, is trying to take out the max penalty. You saw my teammate there. He thought it was going to get in. I thought it was going to get over as well, but not quite, unfortunately. One thing you're going to notice throughout this whole video is nobody cares about not standing in front of the camera. We pick it back up. We overlook that spare, the split, and we come back strong with a nice strike. Ninth frame, we want to make sure that we keep a solid ninth frame, foundation frame, and we get the nice little light tapper on the 10. 10th frame, we start out with a strike, and then we just leave a 6 pin. It's just kind of the nature of playing these different angles, and trying to get used to the entry angle to the pocket. And the main thing here is we just want to make sure we keep our frames clean, which we did. So we end game 1 with a solid 221. The goal for me, as always, is try to get 600 series. So my goal starting game 2 is just to start off with a strike, have that confidence builder. And we shank it. I think the ball speed was a little low on that particular throw, so it read the friction a little bit early, and we left the 3-6-10. And unfortunately, we end up chopping this one. That's been my nemesis, has been chopping this particular spare when I leave them. And that's going to be one of my goals going forward, is just making sure that I'm clearing out that spare as I should. Frame 2, we wash that first frame out, and we come back with a nice strike. Daps up from everybody. Solid. That one felt really solid off my hand. Frame 3, come back with another strike. We're really trying to focus on minimizing open frames, and we want to make sure that we hit our makeables. And I want to limit. My goal is to limit my makeables, missing a makeable, to like maybe 1 a game as of right now. Especially during this slump, which I didn't record, but during this slump, I missed way too many makeables. And my goal right now is to just get down to missing 1 makeable per game, And then once I'm able to accomplish that regularly, then I'm gonna focus on not missing my makeables. But we got to take baby steps when we're coming back, right? We can't try to check 20 boxes when we have to check the first box in order to get to the next box. On a bit of a roll, got a nice little messenger tapper on the 9 pin there. Lord knows we all hate leaving 9 pins on excellent pocket shots, but basically what that means is your ball's driving too hard and not getting any deflection to take out the 9 when it hits the pocket. Again, on a bit of a roll here. That's what is that, 6 in a row now? So we're doing really good this game, and we just want to make sure we keep a clean, level head. We make sure that we keep our frames clean, and we just make sure we hit our mark as well. This one, we pull it a little bit, and the ball speed was actually down a little bit. Ideally, I want to keep my ball speed around 16, 16 and a half. That one was below 15 and a half. So it read the friction a little bit early and came off the spot, and we ended up just leaving the 3 pin. We were fortunate to only leave the 3 pin, but we were able to pick it up. And this one, I mean, what can you say? It was a gutter. I missed my mark by about, I don't know, 3 boards, and I actually had drifted about 5, which made that angle really, really wide. And the reason why I'm actually having to play a different angle on this left lane compared to the right lane, because the left lane is actually hooking a bit more. So I'm trying to keep it in the oil a little bit longer before it actually hooks. So I'm actually playing 5 boards with my feet and 2 boards with my eyes further left on the left lane than I am on the right lane. This one, I get it outside and it just never recovers. Again, maximum penalty here. And, fortunately it only happened in the 10th frame, but it could have been a lot worse. So we end the game with a solid 214. Again, just trying to keep above 200 after coming out of this slump. Like, literally, I was shooting like 460s during my slump. I wasn't even hitting 500, which is horrible for me in my standards. I want to be averaging 200 by the end of league, because the goal is to get my PBA card and start doing PBA regional events. We want to start the third game. Excuse me. We want to start the third game off on the high note, and we accomplished that mission. Start off with that strike. The next frame, we hit 9. It is what it is. We're not going to strike every turn. I believe this game I was having a hard time really reading that left lane. I ended up going like strike spare for I want to say 3 or 4 frames as I was making my adjustments on that left frame. The right frame we have pretty dialed. Again, another small adjustment, stays too far in. We get this little baby split, and just see my frustration clap there. I kind of do that when I'm frustrated, and we just want to try to have a clean frame. I didn't get it out far enough, but it was able to recover to where we got the split the hard way. That baby split the hard way is oftentimes a pain in the butt. See, we have this right lane just down. We're getting really good shots, getting really good ball reaction. The ball's rolling really well. Daps up from the entire team. That ball felt really good coming off the hand. We got a little light swisher action, and we broke the pattern of strike spare. Now we're working on that double. Pretty confident on this lane, so we're just wanting to get a turkey, which we did. Now that we've achieved the turkey, we're just going to go 1 frame at a time. Try to get as many strikes as we can. Yeah. So the move that we made 2 frames ago on that, it seems to be the right move. The ball's reading well. I mean, it's hitting a little light, but we're getting pin action. And then here we just get a really, really unlucky 4-6 split. Like, I don't even know how that happens. And, we pull a Dallas Cowboys field goal kicker, and we put it right through the uprights. Jerry, I'm calling. I want that kicker position. Again, people standing in the middle of the shot. He just so happens to move, but we leave a 6-10. We just want to focus on closing out the frame. We get it nice and good to go. One thing you guys haven't seen is I did buy a new spare ball, although it feels like the pitch is off on that spare ball. And this right here cost us the entire third game. This shot right here this is the one shot that cost us the entire third game. We lost the first 2 games, and on game 3, we actually ended up tying them in overall pins for the game. Had I hit just one pin, we'd have won the game, but we ended up getting half a point for game 3. So that's going to be it for this week's video, guys. If you guys see anything that you think I can improve on, let me know down in the comments. And until next week, guys, we'll see you then.